Hi guys, Mrs. Ehlke here. Today I am drawing with Ella, who is how old? 7. You had to think about that a little bit, I think. Ella and I love doing tutorials. If you enjoy watching our tutorials, there are a bunch on our channel, Ehlke Art. We have drawing tutorials, we have painting tutorials, we have all kinds of fun stuff. So check it out. Also, if you like our videos, please subscribe down below and hit that like button, and hopefully you will come back for more drawing fun. So, Ella, tell them what we were up to today.
We were going to draw a campfire.
We were going to do a fireplace, and not just any fireplace. Christmas is just around the corner, so we wanted to do a fireplace with Christmas stockings hanging, a nice little garland on top, and presents down below. So it's kind of a nice little Christmassy scene. So if you would like to do this as well, keep on watching and follow along. We have all kinds of fun little tips on how to make this nice, warm Christmas scene, all right? Anything else, Ella? Nope. All right,
Nope.
Have fun creating and enjoy. Okay, so Ella and I are ready to draw, and we're gonna start off kind of towards the bottom in the middle with a square, and this is gonna be where our fireplace is going to go. So I'm gonna start maybe a little bit below the center here, and I'm just gonna make a horizontal line. And then I'm gonna go down and make another horizontal line that's parallel to that one. You might wanna make yours a little bit farther over so that it's more in the middle of your picture. And then we're gonna go ahead and make that a square. So I'm trying to make it so that there's the same amount of space on this side and the same amount of space on the other side so that our square is nice and even. Yep. And then inside of the square, I'm going to make some logs, and I'm gonna do that by making 2 parallel lines with curved, kind of like C-like edges, and this one will actually go like that. So there's one log, and you can kind of overlap them in different ways so that they look like they're kind of one on top of another one. Maybe I'll have another one kind of over here, sticking out. Maybe another one kind of hanging out over here. Like that. So just kind of a variety of wood. And then of course we need a fire. So maybe make sure they're nice and wide. Yeah, so I would throw some on the sides. And then the fire is just gonna be kind of a curve up to a point and a curve up to a point. And then I go down just a little bit, and then I curve up again. Down just a little bit, curve. So I do that a couple times so that I have kind of some different looking flame sizes going on. The nice thing about fire is there's no right or wrong way, right? Fires can look in lots of different shapes and sizes, so you can kind of play around with the fire shapes. I like to add a couple more on the inside, like that. All right, so there's our fire. Next, I want to make the line for the mantle, and then I'm also going to have some stockings that are hanging from it. So I'm going to go up. I want to make sure that there's plenty of room for stockings to be hanging down here. So I want to make my mantle up kind of high, and I'm going to go almost across, not quite, all the way across my paper. I'm trying to make a pretty straight line. I'm going to leave a little bit of space on either side. And then you can add the stockings for however many people are in your family. So maybe we'll just add 4 for now. And I start with a diagonal line. 1, I'm going to try to space them out evenly. 3, 4. And then I add to make them look like rectangles. So they're floating rectangles right now. And then I bring them down to look like stockings. So it's kind of like a J shape. I make a J, a J, a J, and a J. And then you do the same thing on the other side and kind of curve it around to connect. So make another J and then like a C to connect the J's. We've got some stockings hanging above the fireplace. All right, next I want to make some Christmas garland. You can actually just make this a little bit farther and then we'll just make that part of your design for your stocking like that. All right, the Christmas garland is kind of what hangs over the top of the mantle. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. If you want to, you can start by adding maybe some Christmas flowers like the poinsettias. And I do that just by making some leaf shapes like this that kind of go to a point, and then maybe have a couple that overlap from the back. So that would be one. You can maybe make a couple of them, like a leaf shape. So they're rounded in the middle and then they kind of come out to a point. That would be a really pretty decoration for the mantle. Maybe I'll do another smaller one. So you can do as many or as few of those as you want. And then I'm just gonna kind of add this like wavy line that goes in between them. That's gonna be kind of the Christmas evergreens. So it's just gonna be kind of this poofy line. It's gonna kind of go over to the side like that. And if you want to, you can even add like little pine needles. Or you could add little circles for ornaments. So you can get pretty creative with the evergreens too. Little pine branches or circles or some ornaments kind of stuck in there. You could throw bows in there. They have all kinds of things in Christmas garlands, lights, you name it. So I'm not going to get mine too fancy. We'll keep it kind of simple. All right. The next thing I want to do is kind of make a mantle piece. So I'm going to go down on the sides where my mantle stopped here. And then I'm going to go across. But when I get to my stockings, I'm going to lift up my marker and then continue the line kind of behind my stockings. So it looks like they're hanging on the wooden mantle place. And I might even add another line right here just to give it some detail like that. Yep, nice. All right, now I could stop here and be done, but I thought it might be fun to kind of have a couple presents hanging out next to the fireplace. So I'm gonna add another box around the fireplace. And I'm not gonna do it on the bottom. I think I'm just gonna connect it there on the bottom. Yep. And then I'm gonna add some presents, and maybe I'll just do a couple on each side. So I'll add a square or a rectangle. It doesn't really matter what. But I'm gonna make the bottom a little bit lower than where the fireplace is, so it looks like it's in front of it. And then I'll just add maybe some ribbon and a bow. Try to keep it kind of like a simple present. You could get real fancy with wrapping paper designs or whatever too. And maybe on this side I'll do two presents, so maybe I'll do one kind of over here. And again, I'm just gonna add a real simple ribbon and bow. And then maybe I'll do another one that's kind of right next to it. And also do a little ribbon too. And you can kind of make the line look like it goes behind the presents. So I added a little line there behind the presents like that. So it looks like the wall. Yep, that works too. And I would do another line like right here maybe that goes across. Yep, and I'm gonna do one in front of my presents like Ella did too, because I was thinking maybe it's one of those fireplaces that you sit on. So there's like, it kind of goes down. So that's kind of nice. All right, now the only other thing that I might want to add is some designs or patterns on my stockings. And then I also might want to indicate what this wall is made out of. A lot of times fireplaces have to have stone or brick around them. So to kind of show like maybe some big block shapes, I'm just gonna real lightly put in some horizontal lines, and then I'm gonna kind of turn them into some bricks so I can show you kind of how that works. I'm just gonna push real light with my marker, and then I'll add some lines to make them look like bricks. And the way you do the bricks is you start with like a vertical line like this on one row, and then the next row up, you don't put the line in the same spot, you move it over a little bit. So on this row, I would do it right here and then here, so that your lines don't match from row to row. So this row, I'd have to go in between those to make my line, so that the bricks look like they kind of overlap each other. So that's kind of a trick to making it look like bricks or cinder blocks or whatever your fireplace is made out of. Yep, and you could have it go all the way up, or you could have this just be part of the wall. It's up to you. But I'm thinking that looks pretty good. And unless you want to add some decorations to your stockings, we could go ahead and color. I think for my stockings, I'll just do maybe something simple on each one. So maybe this one will be like a snowflake. So I'll just put kind of like a little snowflake design on it. And then maybe this one will be like a Christmas bell. So I'll put like a little bell on it. And then maybe this one will be like an angel. Just something real simple. Then maybe this one will be like a little Christmas tree. So just something cute on each stocking, or you could always do like a letter or a name too. And we'll be ready to add some color. All right, Ella's gonna add some decorations to her stockings as well, and then we'll start putting some beautiful color on our Christmassy scenes. So Ella and I have been working so hard coloring our pictures here. Notice that we gave the bricks some color, and I even added a little bit of shading like along the lines of the bricks to make those kind of stand out. We of course colored our stockings, added a nice color to our fire, colored our presents, you name it, right Ella? Mm-hmm. Yes. Now it is all set and ready for Christmas. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you have an awesome time coloring your scene as well. Thanks so much for watching, and come back and visit us again soon on our channel, Ehlke Art. We'll see you next time.